Welcome to Black Mesa.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hmm.
5. Oh, you've woken up. Corporal Shepard, is it? I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. Most of your friends didn't make it. I was hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps you can go there and radio for help?
Okay. Hello there, and welcome to Fyrestrike Entertainment. Okay. Some movements off. Welcome to Opposing Force. This is the other fun expansion pack from Gearbox for Half-Life, and wait, Blue Shift connects like Half-Life directly into it. This, you're jumping right into the thick of things, and it's an interesting experience to say the least. Because they have to introduce you to all these aliens and monsters, and you've seen a few of them already. Like, you can't get in here, but they hint that something happened. Well, that's immediately. Also, the music is just banging. It's really good. This way, we'll go this way. I can't save him. But you also see zombie soldiers, which I don't believe you really see in Half-Life 1. But this just lets you know to run because, well, you don't have any weapons.
These crab creatures have a unique parasitic strategy, don't you think? Have you ever seen such a magnificent species? These crabs can completely control their host's nervous system. Can you imagine what the next stage of mutation looks like?
Not really. Sorry about that. He escaped on your watch, not mine. Anyway, so we don't have a weapon. And that's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, because I have no way to defend myself from this zombie. Kind of showing you the whole idea of run, shoot, live, because you want to get away. It's kind of like the first head crab in Half-Life 1. Yeah, it's like the first head crab in Half-Life 1. You are made, or you're told, or shown, really, to escape. You're not shown that you have to fight it. Some people will try to fight it, and, not really your best choice.
Okay, I don't want to die alone.
Helmet Lysotis. And he helps us.
Okay, Shepard, I see you found your power vest. That should keep you safe out there. See, now I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there, alrighty? Okay, I'll let you through now.
Oh,
My mom is gonna worry when I don't make it home tonight.
okay. Thanks for letting me know that,
Good luck,
Otis.
sir.
Okay. I feel bad leaving that zombie with him, though. Okay, so wrench. And that does shock you. Okay, this is a part that I thought was in the original Half-Life. It's a number of lasers with because of optical mirrors. And the goal here is to deal with, kind of deal with this, kind of not. Gotta kind of turn off the power. I thought, at least. Oh. And we're back here. So we're gonna want to probably turn off the power here. Optical mirrors are fragile. Oh. So, me dying a lot in Half-Life in the first part, that's totally not my fault. So I can't break it. Can't break this either. But I need to go underneath here. I thought I had to turn off the power here. And that was like part of it. Maybe not. Maybe I can just jump. Because there's no way to get up here other than jumping if you aren't careful with it. Anyway. Then you meet your head crabs, which are pretty fragile. At least right now. Not later at all. But then radioactive waste. Why there's radioactive waste? That's a good question. Time to ask Black Mesa, why do you have radioactive waste in... Oh. A lab with mirrors. And lasers. Oh. Sorry about that. That's the downside with this flashlight, is it essentially is a flashbang. Can I come in? No? Okay. Oh. That was weird. It just locked my mouse in a position that I didn't want it. But okay. This is where you do want to save, because you can't get up. You can't get up there normally. Actually, you probably can, just with a really good jump. But here you're just traversing the environment. Environment that you don't see in Half-Life 1. And your job is simple. There's dead Vortigaunt. It introduces you to that enemy. It also gives you a knife. And if you really want the knife, it's a knife. But you're gonna start fighting Vortigaunts now. Back to the crash site. Now, this is where we originally were found. And this is a part of the game that I could never get past, because I just sucked. I always thought when you turned off the electricity here, or you're supposed to turn off the electricity here, which you are, but if you jump on this, that's gonna electrify you because that's metal. So if you just do this normally and you think, oh, I'm gonna get through, you can. What? You shouldn't be able to. What did I do? Did I do something that I wasn't supposed to? Yeah, I did something I wasn't supposed to for some reason. First time. It's the whole idea of high voltage, and if you hit it, you're gonna get volt or electrocuted, whatever. So you go this way, and Yeah. You find these and you turn them off.
Hello, soldier, sir.
Hi, Otis. And Otis lets you know that this is electrocuted. It's just one of those small quirks that you find in a Half-Life game. That, that area teaches you a mechanic. Like, this area teaches you a mechanic, too. That electricity is going to kill you, or the other one taught you that electricity is going to kill you. And then it puts it to work where you actually now have to deal with a reactor, or whatever that is. Probably more of a coil than a reactor, but you never know, right? And then you get over here, after knowing that you don't want to deal with the electricity, and you get a gun. He's here. And your goal is to get over here now, to turn this off at the generator control. So now you know you can turn off generators. That's it. This game is not as... it's quite long. Yeah, it's quite long in scope. But with it being quite long, or longer than Blue Shift, there's just... it's more simplistic in some areas rather than others. Not per se that it's harder. And radio.
Shepard, you're alive. Listen, we've been cut up pretty bad and orders are coming down to pull out. Repeat, pull out. Apparently they've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through the transit system, you can probably reach the surface where we are pulling out. Good luck. Over.
If you didn't know that pulling out strategy, yeah, let's just say it's not gonna work. Well, Half-Life 2 did come out, so yeah, it doesn't work. But one of the things that looks like they plan on doing is, you'll see later. I don't want to spoil it if for someone who actually is watching this series legitimately and has never seen Half-Life before. My friend David possibly would be interested in what happens next. And Marcos. And then that way's blocked. So we want to go this way. So this way is not right, and we want to go over here. See, a lot of the environments in this game, in particular, are very stylized. Yeah, they're very stylized, but how would I say this? They're very stylized, but they're very big. So they're just generally larger. It's not that you're dealing with much more in the idea that there's content. Plus, you're Shepard, so you don't know Black Mesa as much as Freeman and Barney. So you're pretty much wandering around. But a lot of stuff is more linear, it feels. Or I feel like it's more linear. There we go. And we're just gonna take knife and knife. Okay, this is a strange area. Forgot about that. Yeah. it's essentially a survival area. Yeah. This is where opposing force shows its age, but also some of the problems with it. Yeah. It's a quirk of gameplay. Yeah. See, I feel like that part is specifically meant to just introduce you to G-Man. And the problem with that is, like, G-Man, we know about him, it's just him actively saving Shepard is strange in my eyes. Not that it makes no sense, but it's just like, why? Just why? Okay. And then, yeah. That's it. Go back through here, and then, yeah. As I said, this game is not I came in through there. Come on. The game is, this pack, or expansion pack, is simple, but also just annoying at times. Some things make no sense, and then all others make a lot of sense, but then the game is just simplistic in nature. And I understand this has not been too much this far, it's just the first chapter, but still, it just... In a lot of ways, this pack is a lot of just fan service. Because if you've played Half-Life, you've played Blue Shift, it's just lots of fan service to say, hey, this exists. We're gonna show you different areas now. But these areas you either have seen already, or you're just like, really? Plus some things just don't react properly. See, this just lets you know no access. And yeah. That means you just have to make sure the thing can move. That's a one-time thing. It's not really multiple time things. If it was multiple times, like opposing force does not fit the Valve formula in a lot of ways. It just is, eh. It fits its own formula, and you see this in other Gearbox games, where it's less so a formula and more they use it one time. And Gearbox has changed and they have improved their titles, but when that's the formula and Valve has a completely different formula and they worked for Valve in this game, it's just insane. Plus, I think we might actually be moving much quicker than I'm supposed to. Why didn't it die? It's supposed to die, it didn't die. So cool. Like, there are some cool set pieces, like this is kind of a cool thing, but why there's radioactive goop when that's the type, whatever. Like the cylinder, the type. Like this just lets us know, okay, you have to get the tram. You have to get into the tram. And the physics in this game were not good, and they still aren't, or at least this engine are not the best, so. And it automatically activates when there's one person in it. It's like, really?
This train is inbound.
Sector C.
This is a fun. I like this thing.
Inside the train at all times.
I do like that part. The tram is all glitched out because the whole system is shutting down.
With the background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines. Civilian regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment
In the Black Mesa
research facility.
Do not attempt to open the door.
Train has come to a complete halt at the station platform.
He's dead.
Now arriving
At
That's something that gets me with this game, is like the spawns.
Mmm, candy. Stupid machines. Why don't these ever seem to work? Hey, you wouldn't have a quarter I can borrow, would ya?
no, Otis, I don't have a quarter. Here's some free soda, though. I think we've reached the point of the... We're gonna say that's the end of the episode. Thank you for joining me on this not so enjoyable adventure. Opposing Forces, I like it, but it's not perfectly my cup of tea. So, it's, as I said, enjoyable, but there are a few parts that I just don't like. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will actually see you in the next one. So, bye-bye.